You are a chosen one, but you're finding it difficult to be alone. The people who feel alone, the people who think they are being punished for some reason because they live a solitary life, I just want you to know a few things. In this season of your life, you find yourself alone. And it's better that you are alone, because you need to grow in your calling. You need to awaken to who you want to be. You've finished trying to fit in. Now it's time to reflect on what God's purpose is for you.
Take risks and realize you're gonna die, and you can't take any of this shit with you anyway. For real, like all this money and success and approval and what people think, you can't take it with you, you're gonna die. You leave all this behind. It's literally like collecting approval in a video game. I'm playing The Sims and my neighbors really like me. Who gives a shit? I'm playing The Sims and look at all the money I saved. Who cares? It's in a game. Same here with life. Same with your body. You leave all that behind. You live for the experiences. YOLO it up. YOLO it up in a smart way, meaning YOLO it up and learn from your YOLO mistakes. Success to life. That's the secret. YOLO it up. Who gives a fuck? Oh, but there's this and this. Well, you'll figure it out. What if I don't? Who gives a fuck? But then I'll fail. Well, then you'll find your way out. What if I don't? You're gonna die. Who cares? That's life.
You've got to be the boss. As long as the string is out on the trail, the boss back at the barn isn't going to handle the situation. You have to make the decisions.
You cannot act outside of your current state of consciousness. You have no free will to act outside of your current state of consciousness. But when you create these temporary states of consciousness and you start imagining these things happening to you, you start feeling them to be true right now, you're a new person. You are able to come up with ideas that are going to get you those things. You're going to shift to a world where doors are going to open and people are going to come to you to give you these things or to give you vehicles in order to get those things. You start seeing money start coming to you. You start seeing love start coming to you. You start seeing these new doors just start opening and you're walking through them. And when it starts happening, you're going to feel so surreal. You're going to be like, this is actually working. Listen, I was in prison for 8.5 years. When all of this stuff started happening to me from everything that I had changed, when I reinvented myself, put myself in new permanent states of consciousness, everything that had come to me and the amount of happiness and fulfillment, everything in my life right now, it felt so surreal, but yet it was natural. I asked myself questions like, is this really happening to me? Am I really able to do whatever I want and buy whatever I want and perform any way that I want to and provide this kind of service, and people are actually growing and I'm able to help all these people, and the side effect of that is me being abundant and complete? I've put the work in, and with my imagination, I've reinvented myself. I've created new states of consciousness, and now I am just magnetic and all these amazing things are happening to me. I want you to ask yourself right now, how would you feel if everything in your world was working out for you perfectly, beautifully, all my issues are solved, everything is just solved, perfect, excellent, outstanding, no more debt, more money than you could spend, the love of your life, you're healthy, you're fit, you feel great, you have energy, you're motivated, you just feel tremendous. You don't even like to sleep anymore because you love your life that much. You love your life so much that you don't even want to go to sleep at night. You're excited to get up for the day. You're just like, what is the first thing I get to do today? I get to do this, I get to help this person, I get to go to the gym, I get to drive this, I get to go here, I get to do this, I get to help these people, I get to, when you get into this permanent state of consciousness of just absolutely loving your life and being grateful and appreciative for everything, it's like an avalanche of new great things constantly happening in your life. This is the feeling that you need to put yourself into, and the world will mirror that back to you. The more that you can put yourself into this temporary state, the faster it will become a permanent state in your life, because the simulation has no choice but to mirror what your concept of self is and what you consent to being true of your world. So who you truly feel that you are is going to be magnetic, and the world has to mirror all of those things to you. If you feel abundant, The world has to give you money. If you feel loved, it has to give you love. If you feel confident, it has to give you things that are going to make you confident, or it's going to do things that are going to provide just that. Everything that you feel to be true within you, the simulation has to give you those things. And these are going to be tangible, material things that are going to come into your life through people, vehicles, houses, money, jobs, career, situations. Everything's going to come to you from this. So how would you feel right now if all of this was happening to you right now?